I think that all of you listening have probably seen it by now. If you have not, for whatever reason, you can go to catchingfirelogo.com and watch it. It's quite glorious. And in addition to revealing the motion poster, Lionsgate also launched a pretty cool sweepstakes on Facebook. I will read from their official press release. As a special thank you to all the Hunger Games fans, 12 lucky winners will be chosen at random from the Facebook page to be featured in the end credits of the film. Winners will be announced when the Facebook page hits 12 million total fans. Fans are being encouraged to spread the word online by sharing the motion poster and entering to win the chance to be a part of the Hunger Games franchise forever. And a bunch of people have been, kind of confused about how exactly you enter. If you go to our website, HGFiresideChat.com, we have a post up. Just scroll down. We have a post up about the motion poster and the sweepstakes, and I added some step-by-step instructions into that post that make it really, really easy to figure out exactly how you enter. But basically, you go to catchingfirelogo.com. That will sort of load up a Facebook app on the official Hunger Games Facebook page. You'll see the motion poster. You scroll down, there will be a bunch of buttons like social media icons. You can click on one of those to share the poster, and when you do that, an entry form should load up right in that same area. You also have the option to not share it. There's like a tiny link that says, I think it says like skip sharing, something like that. You can click on that and load the entry form as well. So hopefully you guys have all entered by now. If not, you should go do it because I think it would be pretty cool to be featured in the credits of the movie. I mean, that's definitely kind of a unique prize. I've never really heard of a film doing that before, so very interesting. So yeah, Adam, do you want to go ahead and share your thoughts on the motion poster first and how, well, you saw it in the theater, so was it?
I saw it, and I think I talked about it a little bit last week, but I actually do think this is a really cool promotion. And I give Lionsgate credit for thinking outside of the box because maybe it has been done before and we don't know about it, but it's the first time I've really heard of something like that. And I think that's really a pretty cool thing. So I applaud them for their effort with that.
What about the motion poster?
Yeah, no, I think the motion poster itself, it was hard to talk about last week because obviously not everybody had seen it. So I was talking about it in very vague terms. But I think more specifically, I think it's going to be something that you'll see on Tumblr all over the place. It'll become the identity of this new upcoming film, and just like the first one was, I saw that the Hunger Games motion poster, I think on about 50 Tumblrs for several months leading up to that moment. So I think we'll see it a lot, and I like it a lot.
Crystal, you had not been able to see the motion poster or see the logo reveal in the theater. So what was the experience like for you watching the motion poster for the first time?
I actually got to see it in the theater on Wednesday, but it was still really cool to watch it on like Facebook was it Tuesday? The Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really. I thought it looked a lot crisper online rather than in the theater. Maybe it's because I was watching it from the aisle, but I don't know. It just looked really good online. So I was really excited.
Ariel, so last week when we talked about the logo, you hadn't seen it at all. By now, I'm sure you've seen the motion poster. What do you think?
Well, I love it. The minute it was available online, I went and checked legally, and I watched it over and over again. And then for comfort, I just kind of left it on and heard the crackling for a bit. And I found it really. I really like it because it's from the book and yet from the first movie, and I don't know, it was really powerful, and the tagline at the bottom showing up. Although I thought it was a little too small, I'll say that, but other than that, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it is a bit small. I think they could have gone a bit bigger, but I guess they were more focused on the image. Tiffany, what about you? Do you love the motion poster?
I do. I really love it. I think it's a great tie-in from the marketing from the first movie, and I like how crisp it looks, and I love the tagline.
I finally, after the motion poster went online, I finally saw what everyone had been talking about. A bunch of people had mentioned the clock ticking, and when I had seen it before, I hadn't really noticed that, but it does tick. Like, you hear those kind of booming sounds, and the clock segments shift, and it's just really awesome. Like, I just love all of the detail in it, and as a few of you guys have mentioned, it's so crisp and it's beautiful. Natalie, do you have any strong feelings about the motion poster?
Oh, yeah, I totally loved it. What was funny, actually, was when I ended up writing about it. Well, I saw it in theaters with Adam, and I didn't even know it was coming. You know, Adam, of course, is good at being up on all the Hunger Games stuff, so he was like, oh, check it out. So I thought it was really cool to see in theaters. But it was funny, when I was writing about it, once it officially went online for Crushable, the first comment I got on the post was someone wrote, like, is this a sponsored post? Or, like, are you being paid to be this enthusiastic about the motion poster? Because I don't really get it. And so I had to comment and be like, no, I am just that excited about it. I guess I really like it. So, yeah, every detail of it I really liked.
Yeah, I've seen a few people who have said that they aren't that impressed with it, but I really was impressed. I was surprised by how impressed I was with it, because I have pretty high standards.
I know it's kind of simple, but I just love the way it transformed from the logo from the first movie to the second.
And the animation, I think, is like flawless. It's so good. Ellie, what do you think? Do you love it?
Of course I love it. What I think is really cool about it is the fact that, I don't know about everybody else, but when I first saw the moving poster for the Hunger Games, I was really impressed. And then this just, like, blew that out of the water. It was ridiculous, and it just made it bigger and better and built on it and set the stage, and I don't know. There's nothing to dislike about it from my point of view.
And that seems to be, I think, a recurring theme so far. From what we have heard about the production, it sounds like they're kind of stepping everything up a notch and making everything just a little bit bigger, a little bit better. So I have high hopes about this movie, but of course, we really won't be able to say much until the first teaser comes out or the first trailer. Adam, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I don't think so. I mean, not to say that it's played out, because I think we'll be talking about elements of this for a long time. But, between people seeing it in the theater last week and, what's going on this week, I think we've pretty much covered this. And if there are any thoughts that anybody has about the motion poster that they want to add, feel free to send us an email or write comments or tweet, and we'll be more than happy to share, I believe, in future episodes.
Well, I do have a bunch of comments to share tonight from some listeners.
Yeah. Please, I want to hear.
Some of our lovely listeners. Okay, so let me load this up. Okay, so this is from Grace, and she says, the motion poster actually took me by surprise. Maybe it's because I've actually only ever seen one other motion poster in my life, but it really took me back. For one thing, the animation is amazingly good. I heard somewhere that fire is one of the hardest things to animate, and the fire in the motion poster rocked. Does anyone else think, though, that when the Mockingjay changes, it looks the slightest bit creepy? It's probably just me. I don't think it's just you, Grace, because as Natalie, I think, just said, it is a little ominous. Was that you, right, Natalie?
It almost looks like it's glaring or something. I kept rewatching it over and over, saying, I almost thought it was like a different bird. There definitely is, there's some murder in those eyes.
I'm okay with that.
This is like off topic, but still on. I'm really hoping that we actually get to see Mockingjays in this movie. I'm still slightly annoyed that we didn't get to see any in the first movie, so hopefully they'll add some in.
Are you saying that Mockingjays should be seen but not heard?
I am saying, Yes, I am saying they should be both seen and heard.